Hey guys, Touch coming at you. I've had a couple guys ask on my videos what welder I'm using on my project, and here's what I'm using. It's a Lincoln Mig 140, and it is available if you're Canadian at Canadian Tire if you want something quick and convenient. It's usually on sale in their flyers, either the Mig 180, Mig 180, or the Mig 140. I was going to get the 180 at one point. The only difference is that the 180 obviously is rated higher, but it also runs off of 240. And I wanted the ability to move this elsewhere and use it at other people's places if need be. I often will take this welder to other people's garages and just plug it into a regular power outlet and be up and welding in a matter of minutes. So that's why I decided to go with the 140, just because it ran off the regular household current. I do have, I should say that this kit, or this Mig, comes with a welding shield, which is the handheld shield, which I never use. You can see it's here. It comes with the handheld shield. It does come with a spool of wire, or actually 2 spools of wire. And basically everything that you need to get up and welding. It does not come with the gas bottle. That's something you'll need to buy separately. It does come with the regulator though, so if you want to do gas weld, it does have a regulator with it. At least the 140 does. I'm not sure if I bought this a while ago, so I'm sure the current specs may have changed, but you'll just want to check to see if it's got a regulator set up or gauges for a welding bottle. I just bought the small bottle actually at a local welding supply, and they're fairly expensive actually to buy the bottles. I know you can rent them. I wanted a small bottle in my garage. I didn't want something huge. And this bottle will give me probably about 4 hours worth of welding. So my welding supply store is only about 10 minutes away, so it's not too much of an issue to go get the bottle filled. They cost about $50 to get the bottle filled. So it's not too bad, and it's something I can throw in the back of my car. Usually what I do is I put it in one of these bins and throw it in the trunk of my car so it doesn't roll around, since I don't have a truck that's usable at the moment. So that's really all I have to say about that. Like I said, by the time you invest in the welder, invest in a bottle, you get a few other things like some gloves, and that shield obviously is not going to work very well. So if you get a auto darkening helmet, I know I've seen the auto darkening Lincoln helmets on now for $70. So anyway, I think all in, once you get everything set up, equipped, gassed up, I think you're in for about $1,000, somewhere around there. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to give those guys that asked me about the welder what I'm using in the garage. Oh, I should say that this does more than anything I could possibly think of on my projects. It will actually weld up to 10 gauge sheet metal apparently on bottle. Now the thickest gauge on the TR3 is 16 gauge, which is the frame components. So it's more than capable of handling that. And as a matter of fact, if you're not careful, you can still burn through the 16 gauge. So yeah, it's more than capable of doing everything that I need on my projects. It works well on thin sheet metal as well. So yeah, that's pretty much about it. I will leave it at that. If you have any questions on it, just let me know and I'll try to respond. Thanks, guys. One more thing I should mention on the welder, that's its home. It does come, like I mentioned, with 2 spools of wire. One's a solid core wire, which you need to use MIG gas for, and the other is the flux core wire. Well, I've never actually used the flux core wire. It's still sitting in my toolbox over there, and I guess in an emergency I could always use the flux core wire if I ran out of gas. It does require the machine to be set up a little bit differently, but I've never tried the flux core wire, but I just wanted to point out that it does have the capability of using flux core wire if you want to just go with that and skip the bottle of gas. Alright guys, talk to you in a bit.